Welcome to what is the month of love. uh, as this guy up here has the notes, it's time for your monthly anime list from me. The 10 animes I watched this month. And I don't know if I'll be able to keep themes going because I'm struggling to come up with themes for other months and stuff like that. But I chose, to watch all romance and romance-related animes this month. So in the spirit of love, but I went ahead and watched just, was it 3 movies? I think. Yeah, I think it's 3 movies, 7 anime series for 10 in total, 20 for the year. If you missed January's, it's on the channel, so go watch that. It was a new year, new life, so it was all like isekais. This one, all romance. So maybe I'll see if I can come up with something for March. But let's get into. I'm gonna list from the one I enjoyed the least to the ones I enjoyed the most, and maybe a hot take in near the end. First things first, at number 10 of this month, I have one that shocked me a little bit. I watched this one called Gamers a few years ago now. I think like 2 or 3 years ago. I decided to rewatch it this year because it's got gaming related stuff, and the OP to it is amazing. Has several game references in it. But it was kind of a shocker because rewatching this, I realized that it was kind of like. The first time I watched it, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The second time I watched it, I guess I paid attention more or something. Maybe it's because I was working on something on the side while I watched this the first time. This time I watched full concentration, and this one felt like at points it was written by someone that doesn't understand gaming or gamers at all, in any stretch. It felt like this was maybe just trying to capitalize off of the rise of gaming and stuff. I don't know, the second time watching it through was very awkward. Normally when I watch things through the second time and I already enjoyed it, I normally enjoy it more because I noticed a few things that maybe I missed the first time. This one is one of the rare ones that took a bit of a dip. But it follows main character Karen Tendo. I don't really remember much of the other characters. I only remember hers because, Karen Tendo. The characters are kind of the story's kind of and I found myself just not enjoying it the second time through. But like you said, the opening still pretty great, especially if you do like video game references in an opening. This one has a fantastic opening. That's something that's very key in all of my anime picks. I think this month is all 10 had pretty good openings or theme musics to them. So yeah, and I'm gonna make a playlist of all the animes I watch. I forgot to do it so far, but I'm gonna do it. So I'll have all 20 sometime in the next couple days. So that will be in the Discord. If you can get the link of that, come hang out. And yeah, this one, if you like it, I don't know, second time around, just not for me. At number 9, we've got one that a show called A Condition Called Love, between these two right here, and she is very disconnected from everybody, doesn't believe she's deserving of love and blah blah blah. He's super popular, good looking, everybody likes him kind of guy, and you find out through the series he likes her and has liked her since I believe it was middle school, but he never said anything. He kind of always just stayed background character during that time, before improving himself to become Mr. Popularity. And it starts out super wholesome, super sweet, cute romance anime, and then it starts trying to use his past of being a bit of a dork to and his parents not being around and stuff, to why he ends up becoming a little bit manipulative and controlling Like, I don't know if that was the intended feel of this, but that's how it ends up coming off. Is he just feels like it as you get to like the last few episodes, you're like, ugh, it gets really uncomfortable. Like you're watching an abusive relationship, and she's just so kind, trying to go through the steps because she's just like, I should like him and stuff, and blah blah blah. But I don't know, just first half like a 9 out of 10, second half like a 4 out of 10 because it gets really uncomfortable watching it. Like it just feels like watching, borderline manipulative abuse. But this one of the ones though, I don't remember the opening. The opening doesn't like stick out in my head. Trying to think, maybe I skipped them all because maybe the opening wasn't that inspiring. Unlike the last one, so the last one at least had the redeeming opening. This one had like all the promise and stuff. Oh, and then they threw in like the random third wheel guy, like he liked her, but she had nothing to do with him. But it's gonna cause problems anyways because she actually wanted nothing to do with him and stuff. And I don't know. It came off the rails in the second half, and just he made it very uncomfortable. And so it had good potential, but went off the rails pretty quick. And that was just kind of rough. At number 8, we get into the ones that, even though number 9 and 10 I wasn't too much of a fan of, from here on out, the rest of them were great, and I enjoyed them all. So even though this one's all the way down to 8, it's just because there's 7 better options than it that I watched. But this one was still very much enjoyable. Good opening. Premises. Ruscio, as his in-game name, had this person he met in game because they play in the MMO, obviously, and he really liked this person, had a really good time with him, so he asked them like, I think in-game to marry or whatever, and they're like, oh no, I'm a dude. So he went by the rule I've always gone by in my life. If it's online and you know nothing about them, always assume they're a dude. You never know. It's just better and safer that way. And then eventually him and his little guild of 3 other people decide to meet up IRL. And turns out that all 4 of them go to the same school, go to the, are all, 2 of them know each other directly from class and stuff. The other one's a class president, stuff like that. And all 3 of his guildmates are all girls, even though 2 of them play guy characters. And then Ike over here has issues with deassociating from the game world. Can't blame her. School life sucked, and she has a very over connection with games. I did as a younger high school student myself, so very relatable in a way. Because the game world was always just better because you had your friends, you had your people that were more like family if you played MMOs and stuff, and you were like very close with them, even though at school and stuff you get bullied or whatever because gaming at the time wasn't big or whatever. But yeah, they make a club to try to get her deassociated or reassociated with the world and stuff, and the difference between game and not game. These 2 end up getting married in game. When he thought, this guy, and I think he did it just for the perks and for the fun of it of the game stuff. And over the show, these 2 start to hit it off, as she's just, obsessed with him in real life, and he's slowly comes around to it. Has some funny moments, some good moments. But that's why I put it all the way down 8 out of the 8 I did like. So it's a good watch. I mean, I'd recommend it. It felt very gamey. At number 7, we got Elia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. This is a very well animated one that I liked. The new animation for eyes, and I mean you can't see it on this model, but I can bring out my other model real quick. I love eyes. Always have loved eyes. So I like that in animation now. There's a big focus on like these really cool like uh designs on eyes and stuff. Uh, as I load in. Uh, but Alia likes main character. And but she plays it in like a tsundere role where when she talks to him in his language, she's like very like, ooh, I don't like you, and pretty like, ooh, like stay away from, or not really like stay away from me, but like kind of a. Also, here's my eyes, look how cool they are. But she's got like that kind of friend, but distant, and then like she'll always say what she really like means in Russian, not knowing that main character knows exactly what she's saying, and he plays it off like he doesn't. So she keeps flirting and flirting and flirting, and eventually, we get to a deeper point of the two as cool underarching story develops. I like the show. The only problem is, and why I dropped it a little bit, is there's some weird like brother sister thing between her and her brother, aka main character. So I felt very uncomfortable at times. So sat there a little bit like, ooh, let's So it dropped a little bit, made it a little weird at times. But other than that, show was pretty good. Opening's pretty good. Like I said, animation's really good, especially in the eyes. So this is a high recommend. As long as you can get past the brother sister thing. At number 6, we have Shikimori. It is not just a cutie. You got Shikimori right here. This cast of 5 right here, I like it because each have like their own thing. She's like kind of a, great, popular, does everything well kind of thing. You get the one back here. She's a bit how would I say? She's not really a troublemaker, but she's like a little mischievous. And then you've got this one, who's very like aloof, very the overly calm character. Then you got best friend of main character. Then you got main character. He has a very bad problem with unluckiness and just bad things constantly happening to him. And Shikimori protects him from it. And I was hoping for the longest time watching this, because romance animes are really bad at this, with all the issues of his bad luck and stuff causing so many like little things here and there. I was hoping they would avoid the like third wheel, like, gotta make it like very contesty in the anime, because like, what if he likes someone else, or what if something happens to split them up or something, that overused trope. They kind of were going to introduce it, but they didn't fully. Like it led to like a different angle where her and the third love interest, like could have created the triangle, kind of had like a heart to heart, and more became friends than enemies or causing any issue in the relationship and stuff. So that was kind of nice. Solid opening. Like I said, main cast of 5, pretty great. I liked each of their different dynamics they brought to the group and stuff. And then the underlying bad luck issue was pretty great. That made for some funny moments, sweet moments, stuff. And other than that, just very wholesome, very like happy anime that you watch, and you're just like, aw, like you're just happy for the two. And you don't get the BS, you don't get the random junk and stuff. So it was very nice. I'll stay over here because I'm not blocking it. But yeah, this was a very solid show. I very enjoyed this, and well worth the watch. Been on my list for a while. Finally knocked it off. Next, in the top 5, we have Recovery of an MMO Junkie. You know, we get Shut In Lady. We got Mr. Businessman. They play a game, and each of them play as so this, the blue one here, is her character, and this is his character. She thinks this is played by a girl, and he thinks this is played by a dude. And then there's a bunch of coincidences that start to happen, and they're like, that's weird, that's coinkydink, because they meet up in real life without knowing it. And through these constant coincidences, they start to put, or he more starts to put it together that, she might be this coinkydink person that's, you know, wrapping up into his like real life timeline and stuff. And this one felt like very like I've seen this before. I've seen this kind of like storyline that this show kind of covers in like while I've been playing MMOs. Like I've seen this story play out. So this one felt very genuine, not generic. Genuine. That's the word. Not generic. Genuine. The opening, I think I already said, was great. If I said that in my head, fantastic opening. Like really, really cool opening. Shows off the like main group of characters and them like their transition from real life to their like in-game persona character and stuff like that. So I won't say too much, because again, I want people to watch this one, so trying to be spoiler free in this one. So this is a good watch. This is very genuine. Very, if you've played an MMO and you've seen like guildmates or friends or something have like a romance kind of thing and stuff. Obviously, probably not straight to this, because they have more of a real life tie like in it. But the storyline feels very like something you've seen probably a few times in an MMO between friends or whatever, or even yourself. But in Recovery of an MMO Junkie, solid watch. I've watched it, I think, 3 times now when I watched this year, so good one. At number 4, we have Dun Dun Dun. This one, I will say, this is probably going to be, like, this would be higher on the list if not for the fact that the 12th episode felt like we should have either gotten the 13th or 14th episode now, because we kind of like, we started building a new story and it just stopped dead in the middle of it. Like, it felt like one of those cliffhanger to next week's episode. The only problem is next week doesn't come for like 8 months. So left a little bit of a sour note. So I say watch this when the second season comes out in, I think it's supposed to be July. So yeah, don't worry about starting this now. It's a fantastic show. Like I would put it 10 out of 10 if not for the fact that like the 12th episode kind of just left in like a really bad like see you next week kind of cliffhanger instead of a see you next season cliffhanger. And then you have to wait, you know, forever for this like mid story thing to like finish or continue or whatever they're gonna do with it. Like, it was very frustrating. I know it's not exactly a romance because it was supposed to be romance. There is a little bit of a romance element, so I included it because I can. It's my list. I do what I want. It's not exactly a romance anime, but you know, the 2 main characters do have a little bit of a growing thing, and then of course there's psycho crazy girl here that likes main character as well. The grandma's a great character. This obsession with ghosts and aliens trying to take humans' reproductive organs. Stupid. It's right up there for me with like Mob Psycho, where it's super weird, super random, all over the place in a way, but in a good way, to where like it's a very enjoyable show. It's very like funny. It's got its action. It's got its spookiness. It's got its, you know, it's a great show wrapped up in a box. And I I'm excited for the new season. Like I said, just the cliffhanger just. And then, of course, the opening is like a 12 out of 10. This is one of my favorite anime openings in the last like 10 years. Like, it is such a good opening. If you're not gonna watch the series, just listen to the opening. Like, it is such a good opening. In the top 3, and I lied. I said at the beginning it was 3 movies and 7 series. It's 2 movies, so I lied. I didn't watch one of the other movies that I really liked, probably because I just watched it back in like I want to say November, October. So I probably decided on skipping it. But of course, how do you include romance? How do you watch romance movies without including Your Name? This is just a fantastic movie. One of the top 5 anime movies that aren't Studio Ghibli. So the music's great in it. The story, with them transferring back and forth and kind of piecing together like what happened and saving everything and stuff. It's super cool. I almost watched the sequel, not really the sequel, but set in the same world, Weathering with You, but I decided not to. But I did watch Your Name. If you haven't watched this yet, you're doing a disservice to yourself. Radwimps plus the director of this movie, like this, they make banger after banger after banger. Good movie with good music. So it's just, I can see and stutter and stutter and stutter. Just go watch it. This is a must watch. Period. End of story. We're into the top 2, and this one is one that maybe not as many people know about, but this is probably in my personal top 3 anime movies. Beautifully animated, great story of these two going from like him being her caretaker, to these two having like these like eye-opening moments for each other where they both kind of like broaden each other's world and stuff, and some heartbreak. There's some like just like pluck, like the snap moments and stuff. Like, this is just, I feel this is better than Your Name. I know that may be a take that some people won't agree with. Your Name's probably more like, a thing that you can watch with other people. Like, it's more encompassing to more people. This, for some people, will be better than that, maybe. So, woo. But I enjoyed this movie. It had everything you want in a like romance drama kind of movie, and it has like my favorite Christmas song. I'm forgetting the name of it. I was gonna say look it up, but just look up Josei the Tiger and the Fish Christmas song. Probably easily the best Christmas song. I need like a full extended version of it because it's only like a minute and a half, and they don't have like it anywhere else. Some people have done it where it's just repeating, but it needs like a full fleshed out song because it'd be like every weeb's Christmas song. I promise. It is so good. But this movie, like I said, great animation, great music, great story, great characters, and just I don't want to say it had the Ghibli feel, but it had like some of those, like when you come out of it, you feel like you've like changed for the better a little bit, at least for me. So this is one of those movies, highly recommend. Go watch it, and then blabbering around. Get your tissues ready for number 1, Your Lie in April. This is probably my second favorite like romance darker side story anime in anime. The only one I think better than this is Clanad. And that's because it's pretty much like the original one that did this kind of thing. With the you get the plot early that it's just kind of like, oh, you're nice, it's all nice and everything's going good, and like they're just helping each other become better people and blah blah blah, and you're just like, and then they start laying the groundwork for the incoming heartbreak, and you're just like, no, 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 no. Like it slowly goes from like a, oh snap, please don't let something bad happen, to like you're like violently like, no, don't do this to me. But just like Clanad, like I said, you get that start of everything feels hunky dory, happy, cheery, great animation, beautiful music, good story going on between the characters and stuff, to just absolute heartbreak, absolute soul crushing, like just to the point you feel for the characters, you feel for the story, you start to cry. Like I will never be ashamed to say that there's animes that made me cry, and this is definitely one of them. It is right up there at the top of like all time for me of anime period, because they pretty much took the Clanad formula. This is probably why I like it so much, and added like them playing the music, because Clanad has good music too. So like that's probably why these two, like Clanad and this, are like two of my all-time favorites, because they both, or like this one definitely, if it doesn't take inspiration from it, it's just very coincidental that it's very like both kind of have like the same things. So you can call that a bonus, because I didn't watch Clanad this year yet. Maybe I will. But go watch this and Clanad After Story. Or get your tissues ready, or have someone around that can give some comfort, because these are hard pullers. But great cast, great moments, terrible moments. But yeah, anime is just something else. The emotion you get in this, I haven't had in like real movie or TV show in like so long, probably since like Scrubs. That's old. But and that is the month of love covered. That is the 10 animes I watched this month. This is my face when I watched Your Name, Your Joseph Tiger and the Fish, and was it the first one, the one I put at the top, Your Lie in April. When I saw him. But thank you for watching the February review. This will again happen in March and April, August, or March, April, May, June, blah, 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 blah. So, before I leave you, I would like to say join the Discord. I do watch anime in the Discord, so if you want to come watch anime with me and just have an anime buddy, watch some new animes you probably haven't seen, recommend anything. If you want to recommend anything, either join the Discord and tell me, or leave them in the comments below. Let me say like, hey, watch this, or if you have any theme ideas for months for like March and on, kind of put those in there. And then what else can we say here? Join Discord, and yeah, the plan is in March to stream every day, barring sick or something coming up in life and having to do something about that. But the plan is to stream every day. I'll be putting out schedules in the Discord, posting in the YouTube community, and if I can, putting it on Twitch. I don't know. We'll have to see how that works out, because I don't know if I can post the schedule as is on there, but I'll find out. But if not, YouTube's community tab thing on my channel and in the Discord. So hey, join the Discord. Just come hang out. Come be friends. Come have a good time. You'll make this happy thing you'll make him happy. So join for him. This little cute thing. And look at the eyes. Remember the eyes? Love the eyes. Eyes are great. But rambling over. Thank you again for joining for the month of love, and I'll see you guys in the next video.